Well, just a couple hours ago, entertainer and Family Feud host Steve Harvey addressed the media after meeting with Donald Trump. Harvey said that actually both transition teams from Obama and Donald Trump contacted him last week, and now he's ready to help.
He's introduced me to Ben Carson, who's now the new head of housing for urban development, and we're going to team up and see if we can bring about some positive change in the inner cities, which I felt was my only agenda, and he agreed, and he wants to do something. And he realizes that he needs some allies in that department, and he seemed really sincere about it.
Joining me now to discuss Deneen Borelli, Jillian Melcher, and Gina Loudon. Deneen, you know what? This is not the Steve Harvey that I used to listen to on the radio 4 years ago, and certainly changed a lot in the last 4 weeks. Very few people on that whole celebrity Hollywood sphere are coming around, but that was amazing to see today after he visited with Donald Trump to say he thinks Trump is genuine.
No, I think it was amazing. And Donald Trump also met with football great Jim Brown. And listen, they are talking about giving Donald Trump a chance. We need all hands on deck when it comes to inner cities. Our children need to be educated because of the failing public schools. They need job opportunities. We need to get the crime rates down. These cities need to be turned around. I think it's great that you have these individuals who are front and center. They're well known. And people will look at what they're doing, what they're saying, and hopefully they'll listen. And
this, of course, after the last few days, Jillian, with Nicole Kidman, who on a BBC interview said, hey, it's time to give Donald Trump a chance. He is going to be our president. She has taken a ton of heat for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Nicole Kidman super fan. I love her. But I think she made the right perspective, and it's, you know, basically what she's saying is that we need to hope for the best with him and that we need to judge him on his policies. She named a couple policies that she's really concerned about, and that's how she's going to judge him. I think that's a fair perspective to come down on. And I also think it's a strategically smart one for her. She's married to Keith Urban. He's a country singer. We all remember what happened to the Dixie Chicks. I think she handled the balance.
You don't think it was calculated, though, right? I mean, I know she lives in Nashville, and maybe she's got a different perspective that she might not have had 10 years ago.
Yeah, she's middle
But I don't
America.
necessarily think it was, I just think it was a wise move. Why can't the rest of Hollywood be like that?
Yeah, and I mean, she's come under a ton of fire for it, but I think what she's saying is essentially reasonable, that he's president now, give him a chance and judge him on his policies. She wasn't saying never criticize him, but I think she was saying policies matter at this point.
In the meantime, Gina, out your way, Rosie and a few others are talking about anarchy. I mean, they're talking about martial law. They're like, hey, let's burn the country down between now and Tuesday.
Yeah, it's all about love and unity until it's not their brand of love and unity, right? I mean, let's all come together and have martial law. I think that that's not really coming together. That's not really unity. That's not really the things that they preach. You've got to hand it to some of these Hollywood folks who are saying, hey, you know what? We've talked about unity forever. Let's give this guy a chance. And let's not forget, too, the media loves to focus, Charles, on the Hollywood types that say horrific things about President-elect Trump, but you've got Antonio Sabato, who's headlining his military ball. Now you've got Toby Keith, who's headlining the inauguration. So there are a lot of people, and I told you, I talk to Hollywood people all the time, and they say the same thing to me. They say, I actually like him, but don't tell anyone or I'll never work again. I'm telling you, he's breaking through to them.
Yeah, well, that's happened to me in a few Manhattan supermarkets, too.
I bet. I'm sure. Yeah, I bet.
But doesn't that underscore the problem, though, when people are so intimidated in their industry, particularly an industry like that they can't voice their opinion?
Well, I totally applaud Nicole Kidman for voicing her opinion. And listen, you and I, black conservatives, I can't tell you how much criticism I get from other black individuals who think I'm supposed to speak and you know, think a certain way. And so I applaud anyone who steps forward and you know, is true to their core beliefs and should not take, you know, the criticism to heart. Just
I've already seen the Coon and the Uncle Tom and all the names coming at Steve Harvey on Twitter even before we started the show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gina?
I just said right. You know, you get called names if you disagree with their hard-line politics. They're not open-minded. We're the ones that are open-minded. We just put up with 8 years of Obama destroying our country. If we can survive that, they can survive this. But here's the thing, Charles. I hope the Hollywood people keep making these ridiculous commercials and these melodramatic songs and all of this, because I think it really only helps expose their hypocrisy.
Well, I think you'll get your wish.
And it's so
They're not
annoying
gonna stop.
when they do that because, you know, he's such a creature of Hollywood. Like, they kind of made him, and it's crazy that now they're washing their hands of that.
But does it feel like they're also losing clout? I mean, obviously they worked hard, to get Hillary Clinton elected, and it didn't work. And she didn't win Ohio, even though LeBron James, the favorite son of the state, was there hard. He's even wearing a safety pin now, whatever. I mean, have they lost clout? And if they have, is that a good thing?
I think they never really had the political clout that they thought
That's
they had.
all a myth?
Yeah.
All right.
I think they've got cultural clout, and they'll continue to use it.
What's cultural clout? Like
they
can decide what clothes are
dominate
cool?
pop culture. Yeah, they determine what films are in the theaters. They determine what's on TV. That's big. That's influential.
Well, I thought half of Hollywood was leaving the United States anyway. They're still here.
Yeah, I know. It takes a long time to fuel up those jets.
I'm waiting on Lena Dunham.
All right, guys. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. In the meantime, the NASDAQ keeps crushing it, guys. Another record high. What about the Dow? I know you're frustrated about 20,000. I'm going to teach you what's going on here and not to fret. I'll show you why next.